Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, this is just a little update because I actually lost all my footage earlier. So I've had a day's messing about with bits on the engine. By the way, this is the new camera. So I'm using a GoPro 10 now. As you know, the other camera seemed to have got permanent archive. Obviously that's totally my fault, and the camera suffered from it, but although it did last a year, so I can't complain. So this one hopefully is a lot better. They're supposed to be really good smooth footage for on board on the bike as well, so I'm looking forward to trying that out. By the way, I've actually got the KTM ready to bolt this to and go and try that, so I may share that footage as well. I'll only go blast around locally and see what it comes out like. So I'm now actually signed up for a GoPro subscription, so they give you loads of up to 50% off items like accessories for the GoPro, batteries and things like that, which I'm going to need to get. I've only got one battery at the minute, so I want to make life easier and charge one, use one, and obviously swap them around as I go along. So if I damage this one, and it's totally my fault, you know, if I drop it, smash it, give it archive or whatever, they will give me a brand new GoPro 10. I think it's £99, and they'll do up to 2 cameras a year. So that's obviously, if it's a failure and it's the problem's their fault, they'll swap it under warranty anyway. But if I smash it, I can buy a new camera for £99 because I've signed up for the GoPro subscription, which is about £4 a month. So I guess it's worth it. It's a bit of peace of mind with the camera, and like I say, up to 50% off all their stuff. Anyway, so I've done a fair bit today and filmed it, and what it was, I had the camera in the wrong settings. So my laptop's a bit of an old donkey of a thing, and there's a certain setting on these GoPros where it allows for the footage to work on older computers, and I hadn't changed it. So I've plugged all today's stuff in, it don't work. I'm guessing some of you clever people are probably going to tell me, oh, you can convert all that and do this and that and this and that. If I start dipping into them sort of depths of technology, I will completely get lost and I'll be in a bigger mess. So I've done what I know. I've changed the settings on the camera, and hopefully we're going to be all right now. So now we've got a better camera, hopefully I can get the videos up and running again, 2, 3, maybe 4 a week. Anyway, we'll do a little update on where I am now I've got it sorted, and let's just see what the footage is like. Let's have a look. So hopefully you can see a lot better now. So we've now got all the engine painted. I've done the top cover. That's had a couple of coats on it. I've done a first coat, weren't quite happy with how it was turning out, so I flatted it all back again and done it again. So I'm happy with that now. We've got the cover done for this, which is down here. That's ready to go on. We've got the starter motor that's cleaned up. Although you can't see it, I've still cleaned it up. We've got the stainless cover that goes over the starter motor. I've polished all that up. I've started polishing the casings. These are getting a second stage of polish. I'm waiting for a new soft mop for the polishing mop over there. So when I get that, I'll do the final finish on these and they'll look a lot better. Although they're quite clean, they're coming up all right. The others had a few bits of damage on them, which I've been sorting out today, which I was filming, but as you know, I've lost it all. I've had this top bolt out and painted all in that channel there. We've cleaned that top bolt up, polished that up a bit to make it look a bit more presentable. What else we got? Oh yeah, just in case I didn't say in the previous video, I'm also sorry I haven't gone through all the comments yet. It's just been quite hectic, running around doing all sorts of different things at the moment. So this engine and many other engines I've done in the past, I've just painted with this. satin black trade spray. It actually comes out quite nice. It's like I say, I've used this on quite a lot of engines in the past. I've had absolutely no issues with it whatsoever. So yeah, I'll just continue to use that. And if I get any bits of bare alloy, I'll just use this etch primer. Just a really light coat of it. Just like I say, that's if there's any bare alloy exposed. But yeah, the trade spray, it's fine, and it's not that expensive, and it does the job just fine, as you can see. I'm so tempted to put the carbs on to just see what it looks like. You know what it's like. Totally pointless me putting the carbs on right now, but it'd be just nice to look at. But I'm going to refrain from doing it. As you know, I've painted over the plugs because they're getting changed. So yeah, it's coming out all right. Bit dark around there, isn't it? The lighting's a bit rubbish down this side of the shed, although this camera seems to be picking up fantastic light. I've got to say, hopefully when I put this footage in the computer and it works, we'll see exactly what it's like. Yeah, I've took the half moon things out of here. You can see they're a bit scratched up, but I will actually touch them in, although obviously they are getting covered with these little end caps, so you won't see anything anyway. So the half moons that I took out down here, I think there were several attempts over time to stop these leaking, which is fair enough. So they looked like there was silicone sealer on them, glue and all sorts. So I did try to clean them up, but I reckon some of the products that I put on there started to deform the plastic. So we now have new ones. They came today. I've had gaskets coming. I've got more gaskets coming tomorrow. So they're all sorted. Yeah, we got the new half moon things here. Look, they're ready to go in. I won't put them in till I've got the gaskets for the top, because I will actually put a tiny bit of sealer on there. Not enough to ooze it out, because I don't like that. I always think if sealer's oozing out the outside, it's oozing on the inside. Chances are it'll break off and start blocking oil ways up. So just a tiny smear I'll put on, just to help it seal up. I'll say we won't do that till we've got that top gasket, which I'm hoping's here tomorrow. So what else we've been doing? So I've started the first stages of polishing on here. Like I say, I'm waiting for the mop and the polishing bar to do the final finish. I've been getting rid of all the damage out of these casings. As you can see, I've started the first stage of polishing on that side. So yeah, it's starting to come up all right. I've cleaned all the centres out of here where the new stickers are going, them alloy foil stickers. So they're all cleaned out. I've got all the gum off, so we've got a nice clean surface to put the new ones on when we're ready. I've done the first stage of polishing on all this. I've just started getting in all the tight bits with the Dremel, getting all the grime and muck out of there. This one's all done. I'll say that obviously they're not finished. We've got to do that second stage. We've got the oil filter housing cover. I didn't spray this black. I've actually give that a coat of that rub and buff stuff. This is right in the firing line of the front wheel. So yeah, they can look battered in no time when they've painted. So with this rub and buff, it starts to look a bit tired. You just buff it over a cloth and it'll shine up again. So yeah, I think that'll be a lot better. The rub and buff, if you've not seen it, is this stuff. Basically, it's an arts and craft product. I know some people might think that's a stupid idea, but it actually works a treat on alloy. It really does. The alloy's got to be textured though. It'd be no good on a polished surface. It's got to have a texture for it to work properly. And I've put this on all sorts of things, and I've tried it with the heat of the engines and everything. It's absolutely perfect. I have no issues there. Look, it's not everyone's thing to perhaps do that, but I know if that starts looking a bit rough, you just rub it over with a cloth and it'll look good as new again. As with paint, when that starts looking rough, it's got to be painted again. What else we've been doing? I think that's about it really. I've spent the day just getting everything prepared for when all the gaskets come. I think also I've had quite a few people asking about these Scotch Brite wheels. Obviously this one's completely worn out. I've got to order more, but I keep forgetting. Yes, I could do with a whiteboard, so when I remember something, I write it down on the whiteboard instantly. But yeah, these are, what's this one? 1, 2, 3, 4 row. These are all right. This was about 8 inches, but they wear out so fast. They're great because they sort of follow contours and shapes and all sorts, and they're easy to get into nooks and crannies, but they wear out so fast. You can get these in different grades. I'll just get these off eBay. But well, I say recently, it was probably July time, I bought this solid one. This is vastly reduced in size as well, but I have absolutely hammered this thing. Every single week I use this on something, every other day, and it's lasted so well. So this, I picked this up from a show, I think it was Newark or Jumble, off Abrasive Jim. So if you're after these, look up Abrasive Jim online and you'll probably track him down to probably purchase them off him direct. But he normally does all the shows, and I normally grab a few bits off him when I'm seeing him. But this thing, for ripping into the alloy, it's like I've done all this with that to get all the damage out, and that will rip the damage out and give you a good surface to start your polishing. But yeah, these are quite expensive. I think this was about £40, but they literally do last 10 times longer than these. I mean, these ain't exactly cheap, but this thing is absolutely fantastic. As you can see that close up, it's like a really tight, flat type thing. But yeah, that was about 8 inches, but that has lasted me since around July time. So I guess £40 ain't that bad, really. Yeah, definitely be getting another one of them. Again, you can get them in different grades as well. You should find Abrasive Jim online. He's the man to get them from, unless you can find them on eBay as well. I've never looked for them, but yeah. Like I say, these wear out so fast, but they're all right. They ain't too bad. So that's it, really. Hopefully I've got the camera all sorted now, and we can get stuck into the videos. And hopefully I won't give this one arc eye. I think a few people have said, well, Ian said he was reading the comments, a few people had mentioned that probably the welding flash had damaged the other camera, which, yeah, that sounds probably about right. So there'll be no filming welding with this one, I'm afraid, unless it's right over the other side, and I'll probably get some lens filters for it, can't I? But it's not the end of the world, not filming welding really, it's not the end of the world. So next on this, everything's well and truly under the way to getting the engine back into one piece. Next on this, we'll be popping the tyres off. The wheels actually ain't too bad at all, but I will be giving them a freshen up, polishing them round and freshening up the black paint. We'll clean the discs up. Obviously the front one's got brand new disc. So yeah, we'll get the tyres rolled off, and also the forks. So I've had all the fork seals and dust shrouds come for the forks, so we can pull them apart. I think I'll probably polish the fork bottoms on them, so we've got a bit of a match with what's going on with the engine. I think that'd be best rather than do them black. It won't take much doing. So we'll catch up on the polishing of things on the forks and the rest of this stuff. Just see how we go about it on the old polishing mop there. That's another thing, is you're thinking about getting polishing mop, don't get like these, your little bench grinder. It's just not man enough. You apply any pressure on that, sometimes you need to apply a lot of pressure to get alloy polished nicely. These just stop. They haven't got the power to be polishing alloy. Yeah, and sometimes you need to apply a bit of pressure. This thing won't stop for nothing. If you get caught up in it, it's going to take you round with it. So yeah, you have to be careful. It's a cracking old machine, that is. It's perfect for polishing. So yeah, you're better off searching out for the old stuff. You know, these things often come up. And yeah, don't use your bench grinder, because it's, like I say, it's not man enough. So that's basically where we are, I think. I don't think there's much else to report. Obviously we've got powder coating sorted, and like I say, it's just a scattering of bits down there that I've got to clean and paint. Everything that can be powder coated is obviously getting powder coated, and the rest of the little parts we'll be doing in here. So it won't be long before this bike is going all back together in one piece. I've been doodling away with paint designs, but as I'm building the bike and doing all the wiring, then the tank and the tail unit can go off with my design ideas and get painted. There we go. My apologies for the lack of videos and doing things. It's just, I'm just obviously with swapping cameras, I got a bit lost with the setup, but I think we've sorted it. So we'll be back up and running as usual, and I don't think I'm going to have much time off over Christmas. I'll see my kids Christmas Day, and I think that's about me. Oh, I might have something planned between Christmas and New Year, so I might just have 2 days off. Don't know yet, but I've got something possibly planned, which means a bit of a trip out, which I am definitely going to film, because it's a little bit on the crazy side. But we'll see. I'm hoping that will happen, so I might have 2 days off. Definitely seeing the children Christmas Day anyway. I think that is about it. So yeah, the next video, we're just getting on with everything. We're just pressing forward now, because obviously we want this done and gone. I am going to try this camera on I'm going to try it on the KTM actually, just out of curiosity to see how smooth it all is, because apparently they're really good. So I might share that footage, but I'm going to strap it to the KTM and go a bit of a hammer about on it, see what it comes out like. Anyway, I think that'll do. Oh no, one more thing. Thank you to everybody who's had a bid on that oil lamp. Oh my, that's blown me away. The response that's got has just completely and utterly blown me away. All that's going to help keep this going. I'll say I've just got to get that camera out, so it's all going to help with them sort of things. I've got to get batteries for the camera and stuff like that. So yeah, marvellous. Thank you so much, especially to whoever's winning it. I did not expect that at all. So I'm extremely grateful. Thank you. Anyway, I think that'll do. Hopefully we'll get back up to normal now I've sorted this camera out and get on with this thing. Anyway, cheers for watching guys, take care.